So the game I'm playing today is called Chex Quest. I have got a truly bizarre one to show you guys today. So this is a first-person shooter that was built more like an advertisement for Chex cereal than an actual game. It was initially released in 1996, and it runs on a modified version of the Doom engine. Now before you ask, no, this game was not published by id Software. From what I know, the game was actually self-published by its developers, Digital Cafe, and being that this is an officially licensed Chex product, it was of course distributed by General Mills. So the plot of Chex Quest is that you play as the Chex Warrior, who is literally a guy who wears a Chex piece as a suit of armor. And the Chex Warrior's mission is to ward off an alien invasion on the planet Bazoik, a once barren planet located far away from Earth that is now inhabited by humans. The aliens in question are called Flemoids, and they are extraterrestrial creatures who are comprised entirely of slime. Conventional weapons do not work on taking out the Flemoids, so instead the Chex Warrior uses a set of electronic devices called zorchers that are designed specifically to teleport the Flemoids back to their home planet, because this game was meant to be targeted towards children, so you couldn't have any references to killing, obviously, because this is not Doom. So, armed with various zorchers, the Chex Warrior needs to go and rescue the colonists who have been captured by the Flemoids. Chex Quest also happens to be a very short game because there's literally only 5 levels in the entire freaking game. So in other words, this will be the first video I've ever done on any of the id Tech 1 family of games where I'll actually be able to complete the entire game in just one sitting. Indeed, it's one part full playthrough time once again, boys and girls. But before we get started here, I want to quickly explain the history behind Chex Quest's development, because at this point you're probably asking yourself, why exactly was this game made in the first place? Well, Chex Quest was originally created as an attempt by Ralston Foods, who were the owners of the Chex brand at the time the game was in development, to try and revitalize the Chex brand. They didn't do this all on their own, however. They hired a company called Waters Molitor to try and brainstorm any sort of idea that would ultimately restore relevance to the Chex brand. The big idea that Waters Molitor ended up conceiving was a video game, and the plan overall was to produce a top-tier product that would be on par with some of the biggest video games that were coming out at the time, despite the fact that they were building the game on the id Tech 1 engine, which was already beginning to show its age by 1996, especially when you consider the fact that 1996 was also the same year that Quake came out. But nevertheless, Waters Molitor then brought Digital Cafe on board to actually create the game for them, and Digital Cafe were reportedly working with a budget of around $500,000 in order to create the game. However, Waters Molitor came up with a strategy to reduce the overall cost of the game's development. They decided to partner with America Online, which is the same company that also happened to be the original manufacturers of the CD-ROMs that Chex Quest came on. The partnership also stated that all copies of Chex Quest would come bundled with AOL, and that it would also come with a limited time free subscription to the service, the infamous 50 free hour subscription. Although Ralston was the company that originally hired Waters Molitor to create Chex Quest, Ralston was acquired by General Mills during the development of the game, and as a direct consequence, the game ended up being distributed by General Mills instead of Ralston. And General Mills really tried pushing this game hard in the months leading up to the game's eventual release. The game was included as a free CD-ROM in numerous Chex cereal boxes. Apparently, there was a total of approximately 5 million Chex Quest CD-ROMs that were manufactured. Promotional material for the game was also featured in numerous magazines and newspapers from the era. There was also the AOL partnership that I mentioned a couple minutes ago, and overall, the promotion wound up being a massive success, as sales for Chex began to skyrocket not too long after. Surprisingly, there was actually demand for a sequel, which did wind up happening a year later in 1997. The game ended up developing a cult following, oddly enough, And as a way of giving back to fans of the series, the game's lead artist, Charles Jacoby, created an unofficial third Chex Quest game in 2008, which was released for free. Although the third game was not considered official at the time of its release, General Mills did eventually acquire that game and re-released it just last year. As of May of 2019, Chex Quest 3 is now an official Chex Quest sequel. So there's a brief history lesson on Chex Quest for you. Quite possibly one of the best adver games ever made? Well, obviously that's gonna come down to your opinion, but Chex Quest was definitely one of the more successful adver games to come out in the 90s. If Chex Quest wasn't the best adver game ever made, it was definitely one of the most successful. Say what you want about the game's quality, but Chex Quest is for all intents and purposes a runaway success story. Not just for the Chex brand, but also for General Mills and the people who worked on the game, Digital Cafe, despite the fact that Digital Cafe are unfortunately no longer in business. But thankfully we have Charles Jacoby, who's at least trying to keep the Chex Quest franchise alive to some degree. Right, so let's say we actually get to the freaking game now. So the first thing you'll notice here on the title screen is that I am actually playing Chex Quest 3. Chex Quest 3 is not that much different from Chex Quest 1 or 2. The difference here is that this game actually contains the campaigns for both Chex Quest 1 and 2, but I'm only going to be checking out the campaign for Chex Quest 1, which is Rescue on Zorch. But you also have two other episodes here called Terror in Chex City and Invasion. So Terror in Chex City is the campaign for Chex Quest 2, and Invasion is the new campaign that was made for Chex Quest 3. I only plan on covering the original Chex Quest in this video though, so we are gonna choose this episode. We have 5 difficulties to choose from, and in classic Doom fashion, they all have completely ridiculous names, like Easy Does It, Not So Sticky, Gobs a Goo, Extreme Ooze, and Super Slimy. Super Slimy is basically the nightmare mode from Doom, with respawning enemies and what have you. Now, because this game was designed primarily for children, the game is actually not that difficult. The game has nowhere near the amount of enemies that Doom does, and the overall difficulty, because of that, is a lot lower than Doom. And to tell you the truth, for the first time ever, I actually feel confident in playing this game on the harder difficulties, so you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to Extreme Ooze. Indeed, I'm just cranking this up all the way to hard mode. I'm not gonna go to Super Slimy because respawning enemies is just annoying. I prefer to have my monsters stay dead when I finally kill them, so we'll just go to Extreme Ooze for now. We are going to begin here, so let's do it. Right, so here we are on Planet Zorch. We have mountains as far as the eye can see, and it's apparently nighttime right now. So this plays exactly like Doom. We can move around. We have a combination of 3D models and 2D sprites. Oh yeah, this spaceship right here is one-dimensional, because of course it is. So currently we have only 2 weapons right here. Yeah, a mini Zorch recharge, which is basically our ammo. This slime repellent right here essentially acts as armor. So due to the fact that this game was meant to be essentially a family-friendly version of Doom, nothing in this game can actually die. Whenever you take damage in this game, it's implied that the Chex Warrior is getting covered in slime, and once his health finally goes down to 0, he'll become incapacitated by the slime, so he'll get stuck and he won't be able to move. He doesn't actually get killed. And then he too becomes captured by the Flemoids. The 2 current weapons we have right now is a regular old Zorcher right here, which looks a lot like a remote control. This is essentially what Doom's pistol has been converted into. We also have a spoon right here, which is essentially what our bare fists have been turned into. So yeah, we stab aliens with a spoon, because that makes total sense, but there's a little bit of an electrical charge to it, as you can see. So not only can we scoop up all the goop from the aliens, but we can also essentially use it as a taser. You'll also notice that I'm using a slightly different type of HUD right here, because surprisingly, Chex Quest is compatible with GZ Doom. Apparently, GZ Doom is designed specifically to be compatible with Chex Quest, so I guess they're also Chex Quest fans themselves. Anyway, why don't I show off some actual combat here? So we open up this hangar, we can try and attack these Flemoids. There we go. Yeah, so the Flemoids, they actually go down pretty quickly, regardless of which difficulty you have the game set to. They are not the strongest enemies, honestly. You can usually take them out in just 2 or 3 hits with your normal Zorcher right here. Not only that, but most of the enemies in this game are melee-only enemies, which means they can only attack you when they actually get up close to you. Thank goodness for hit scan weapons. Chex Quest does also have projectile weapons, however, and we'll be getting introduced to that a little bit later on, but for now, we want to pick up that blue key, and there's actually another door that we can open up back over here where we can find another weapon, This is called the Rapid Zorcher. The Rapid Zorcher is essentially what the chain gun has been turned into. Indeed, it fires bullets at a very rapid pace, but it also uses the same type of ammunition as the pistol, so use it wisely, otherwise you won't be able to use the pistol. Don't just be firing it all willy-nilly. You gotta preserve some of that ammunition for later, of course, but now that we have the blue key, we can go in here and try and destroy the rest of these Flemoids. Yeah, so this is like the central office right here, so we can go and pick up some water, which gives us additional health. Yes, water, and not like stim packs or anything. Nope, just regular old H2O. Yeah, there's also that guy that looks slightly different. He too is also a melee-only, oh my god, okay, that actually kind of scared me because I only saw that in my peripheral vision, but yeah, these guys are also kind of like melee-only enemies, but they are slightly faster due to the fact that they have actual legs on them. You'll also notice that you have a little bowl of fruit right over there, which you can use to replenish your health. Because we're at over 100 health, we can't actually use that right now, so instead we're just gonna kill more Flemoids. Now, something that is kind of interesting about those little fruit bowls right there is that when Chex Quest was originally in development, one of the weapons you would have been able to use originally, or I think one of the weapons you were going to use originally, were actually slices of fruit. You would be able to launch slices of fruit at the enemies in order to incapacitate them, or effectively send them back to their home planet, because again, we're not killing anything in this game, technically. However, that concept was rejected by Ralston Fluids, because the developers had to run everything by Ralston in order to actually include it in the game, because Ralston still had the final say over everything at the end of the day. But Ralston were not too pleased by that, because they were afraid that it would promote food fighting amongst the children who played the game. So this is essentially why the weapons ended up being turned into what are essentially remote controls, or some other sort of electronic device. That right there is also a secret as well. Those vegetables right over there, I think, also restore your health, but again, we're at 100 health, so we can't pick it up at all. Also, at an even earlier point in development, the actual weapons that you were using were not even fruit slices. They looked more akin to plastic guns. But again, Ralston did not like that too much, so it had to be changed. Now keep in mind that I have actually played the entirety of Chex Quest 1 off-screen, so I do actually know where most of the secrets are already, and I will try to show you guys all of the secrets if I possibly can. Yeah, sometimes the Flemoids can also open doors on their own. I'm gonna try and get in here though, because there's more Zorch bullets that I can pick up. The difficulties work in a similar manner as the original Doom. If you're playing on the easiest difficulty possible, then all the Zorch pickups will give you 20 ammo. It also gives you 20 ammo on the Nightmare difficulty too. Or I'm sorry, Super Slimy as it's called in this game. And on every other difficulty in the game, including Extreme Ooze, it only gives you 10 ammunition, or like 10 bullets. But we have to go and pick up this red key right here, being guarded by a Flemoid, but I was able to take him out fairly easily. So there's only one other secret in this entire level, and I believe it's actually near the end of the level, if I remember correctly. So what we gotta do now is that we have to go over to this door right over here. Gonna go and open this up with another fruit bowl that we can even pick up. Then we get introduced to a new enemy right here. I don't remember what this guy's name is called, or what he is called, I should say. But what I do know is that he is a much more powerful type of Flemoid, in the sense that not only does he move a lot quicker, but he also has a lot more health, and he'll definitely do a number on you if he manages to hover all the way towards you, so you gotta keep him back by just constantly lobbing him with bullets. Now, Chex Quest does have an animated CGI intro that I think came with the original CD-ROM release of the game, and if you want a better understanding as to who exactly the characters in these portraits are on the walls right here, I would recommend you go and watch the CGI intro. I'm not showing it in this video though, just because I'm afraid of copyright, but this game was actually featured at Games Done Quick last year, and they did play the CGI intro before they actually got to the game, like Peaches played it before he actually ran the game. I would recommend you go and watch the CGI intro sequence if you want to understand who exactly those characters are on the walls, but just be warned that, it's weird. It's quite a sight to behold indeed. Classic 1996 CGI animation, but that is all for the landing zone level right there. So we returned all the Flemoids, we found all the items, and we found all of the secret areas. My time is absolutely atrocious because I'm just, like, spending the whole time just talking. Or like I'm spending the entire level just talking. about, you know, interesting trivia regarding this game, despite the fact that it's probably only trivia that I think is interesting. But still, I think it's important trivia to mention, just to give you guys a better understanding as to why the game was brought into existence in the first place. We are now in the storage facility right here. We've got a whole bunch of Flemoids to clear out here, and a nice open space that is, you know, definitely allows us to move around a lot, despite the fact that I'm kind of just staying in one location. But we can pick up this, Super Chex armor right here, which will force our armor power over to 200, or force our armor health over to 200. Also, I forgot to mention near the end of the first level is that the third secret involves that wall with a big, like, glob of slime splattered all over it. Yeah, you can actually open up that wall because it's actually a secret door, and you can go and grab some armor from it. And other than that, we've basically 100%ed the previous level, because that was all the Flemoids we had to kill, or I'm sorry, return to their home planet or their home dimension or whatever the hell. I'm sorry, I'm just so used to playing Doom that my mind instantly goes to, you know, killing the Flemoids instead of just, you know, returning them home safely and basically grounding them. Yeah, so that is essentially what the armor has been replaced with here in Chex Quest. Instead of just regular armor and mega armor, because I think that's what it was originally called in Doom, yeah, you just have Chex armor and Super Chex armor. Also, this weapon right here is essentially what the rocket launcher has been turned into. Indeed, just blast all your enemies away with the projectiles, and I do believe that explodes and damages you if you come too close to it. And I think it only gave us 2 bullets to work with anyway, so we've already completely wasted that. So, we're gonna have to come back to this area later with a red key. But we can come down here for now, because there is a little switch that we can unlock right here, and this will be important for something later, so it would probably be best if we just enable that right now. We go around the other side right here, we have an identical room with more Flemoids that we have to take care of here. There we go. And we can very quickly get across that, yeah, that tub of slime in order to acquire even more ammunition for the rapid Zorcher. So we have 61 now. We got another switch that we can enable right here. Yeah, you can't stay in that tub of slime for the record, because if you just, if you stand in that tub of slime, it will damage you over time. There is one area in the final level, though, where you will be forced to walk through a giant waterfall of slime, though. Thankfully, there is actually a power-up we can get later on, which will actually help us out greatly with that, because it basically makes us invulnerable to slime. For now, though, we would like to go up these stairs right here, because we want to try and get to the top level of this facility right over here, because there's actually, well, there's actually another weapon over here, the phasing Zorcher. Indeed, another weapon we can acquire. This also launches projectiles, and I do believe there are some more enemies over here, or at least normally they're supposed to be. We have to go up here because we need to pick up this yellow key, because there's also a basement portion of this facility too, where we're gonna have to use that yellow key on. There's a couple of doors that require the yellow key in order to be opened. I just want to quickly kill this guy right here, just to get even more ammo. Indeed, got a lot of ammunition for my normal Zorcher now. And then we run all the way down over here to pick up a Zorch pack, which gives us even more ammunition. This guy is just stuck behind the boxes. I'm not sure if he's supposed to be stuck like that, but there's this other, oh hi, there's this other, item right here called Supercharged Breakfast, which will force your health all the way up to 200. Now we have 200 health and 200 armor, so essentially it's like the Mega Sphere from Doom 2. Also, you can still pick up the slime repellents even if you have 200 armor, but it doesn't actually give you more than 200 armor though. But I guess because they're still considered to be items, the game still allows you to pick them up either way. We do want to go down over here, because as you can see, there is a door right here that we can only open with the yellow key. And then there's a teleporter right over here. We step into it, and immediately we're, okay, I guess that Flemoid is just going to teleport away. I was gonna say we're gonna get ambushed by Flemoids, but I guess that guy didn't want any part of it. He just decided to leave. He was just like, oh, okay, I'll just get out of your way then. But if we go in here, yeah, these guys just do not see us at all, so there we go. Alert them to our presence. There we go, they got their backs turned. Very good. Basically a free kill for us, essentially. We can go over here to get even more ammunition, because we already have the weapons in question. Get some more water, too. So this is a giant power lift right here, or in other words, an elevator. So we want to ride this elevator upwards in order to get up to, yeah, another platform with even more water on it. But there's actually more Flemoids up here that we do need to take care of. And there's also a couple of secrets hidden here as well. I'm gonna just continue to use this, this rapid zorch. Well, actually, what was it called again? I keep forgetting. The phasing zorcher. Good God. I'm just gonna stick to this weapon for now since I have so much ammunition. And this game is actually quite generous with its ammunition too. It especially gives you a lot of ammo for the phasing zorcher. Yeah, this great old submachine gun. I don't think I've even gotten damaged by anything yet. I want to go in here, because I really do not wish to jinx it just yet. Hi, how you doing? Just get out of here, please. I want to go grab this other H2O here. Yes, a secret is revealed because the teleporter itself is a secret. That will teleport us to another section of this room, but I think... Yeah, there is actually a key that's hidden over here, if I'm not mistaken, and I want to go and find it. I think it's the blue key. Yes, this blue key I want to go and pick up, because now we can open that door in the other basement portion of the storage facility, and that will be important for something later, because we do need to enter it in order to make progress. There's another button somewhere that I need to push, or another switch. I don't think it's in this area though, so I think we gotta use the teleporter in order to get to the other side. Here we go. Yeah, so now we're in a completely different room that kind of looks identical to the room we were just in, but it's actually completely different. Oh, hi, how you doing? Okay, wow, alright. Good AI. Yeah, very, very intelligent AI, you're just doing circles around a box. Well, I guess you're not quite up to snuff with Doom's AI, but then again, I wouldn't say Doom's AI, like the monsters in Doom are all that intelligent either. They've done a lot of really bizarre things too. Like, I've seen them do a lot of really bizarre things, I mean. Yeah, these guys right here are kind of just patrolling the hallways right here, but I'm gonna try and take them out. I'm gonna try and take him out. I didn't even sure where the other guy went. Where are you going, for goodness sakes? You're just retreating. There we go. Well, that's what happens to cowards. They get slimed into oblivion. Actually, there is another weapon that I want to pick up right here. There we go. I don't want to go down that power lift just yet. Pretty certain that there is another secret over here. Yeah, right over this way. Oh my god, dude. Why does that always, like startle me whenever that just appears suddenly? My goodness, come on. It's not like I'm playing Doom right now, or even Heretic or Hexen. Oh my god, boys, please. I do like how there's still, like, little blobs of slime that still appear all over the boxes right here, because it's meant to simulate blood to some degree. But instead of blood, it's just slime from the Flemoids. Oh no, but we promise we're not actually killing anyone in this game. No. Well, then... If that's the case, then how exactly do you explain this right here? Anyway, we need to pick up this red key right here that's hidden behind a crate. Yeah, this other switch. But I'm pretty sure there's a third switch somewhere, actually, so I want to go and find it quickly. I think... Is it in here? I don't remember if it is or not. Yes, it is in here, actually. So I want to go and enable that. That's going to open up some secret doors, like this one, for instance. There we go, a secret is revealed. I'm pretty sure there's another secret door in here. Yes, another secret is revealed with even more ammo. Not really anything that special, but I mean, still, it's something. It is indeed something. I do know where the other items are, actually. But, hang on a second. I do actually know where the last secret is. But I think in order to find it, I have to go and teleport back to the other room. Yeah, this room right over here. And then, I don't want to go that way. I want to go down here, and I think I want to start... Okay, wait a second. I want to wait until this lifts back up. And then I want to... Damn it. Okay, this actually requires a bit of proper timing. So the secret door is actually up here, and wow, I actually did it. Yeah, so inside this room right here, there is a secret door that you can only access by getting on top of this giant crate right here. The secret door is right in here. We just venture on through these vents. Indeed, a secret is revealed. And over here, we can get another new weapon. This is the Laz device, and this is effectively what the BFG 9000 from Doom has been converted into. Yeah, so this is a secret room that contains portraits of all of the game's developers. You also have the Digital Cafe logo on the floor, and yeah, these are the portraits of all of the... I'm not entirely certain if it's all the people who worked on this game necessarily, but it is all of the employees who were working at Digital Cafe at the time of the release of Chex Quest. I'm not sure who exactly is who here, but I believe Charles Jacoby is somewhere in this room, and also Scott Holman, who was the game's lead programmer, and Andrew Benson, who was the game's composer, and a bunch of other people who worked on this game whose names just escape me at the moment. Indeed, we can try and put this weapon to good use, but I would have to find a very large crowd of Flemoids first, because I'd rather not waste this ammo, because this weapon does share ammunition with the phasing zorcher, so I gotta try and use it wisely just to ensure that you know, I don't waste it. Also, I might as well just show this off right here. There we go. Just get stabbed in the face with a spoon. Yeah, because I forgot that I'm on the other side of this room now, and there's other Flemoids that we need to kill. I'd like to try and figure out where exactly the other Flemoid that teleported away went. I would like to try and find him, because if he did take off somewhere, then, well, that's not good, because I won't be able to get 100% kills on this. I mean, it's not like I'm really trying to go for that anyway, but I would at least like to try and find him, assuming he is the only one that's still alive. For now, though, we are going to want to take this elevator back down. So first and foremost, we are going to try and open this red door over here. We are going to be met with, well, not that much resistance, because we can kind of just kind of stay right here and just take everyone out in the room. There's not really anything else to see here, except for another Zorch pack, and we also have more water. There we go. We have all the items and all the secrets, so now we just need to find the rest of the Flemoids. We got some more Chex armor right here. There's another switch that we can unlock. Go back through this teleporter over here. And we are actually on the other side of this room. Okay, wait, actually, that's not the correct side of the room, but I can also show this off. Yeah, so, this is basically what the imps have been turned into. Yeah, these giant robotic Flemoids that fire, blobs of slime at you. The only enemies in the game that actually fire projectiles. But no, I was trying to show off that, yeah, this door right here is now open. However, I would like to go into this other room very quickly, because I just remembered I still didn't open up the blue door over here. Got even more enemies that we can kill on the side. There we go. Very nice indeed. That guy was kind of refusing to go down. Okay, so there's only one remaining, and I'm assuming it's the Flemoid that escaped through that teleporter earlier. So I want to try and go and find him quickly before I end this level off, because I would rather not leave without sending him back home first, so just give me a moment. Oh, here he is, right over here, actually. He was kind of camping near the beginning of the level. Okay, well, there we go. 100% completion, so let's go back down. And with that done, let's just end the level. Indeed. We just unlock this and it'll end the level immediately. Very nice indeed. So there we go. Flemoids returned 100, items found 100, secret areas found 100. My part time is probably going to be absolutely horrible. Oh my god, 17 minutes? Well, that's not necessarily something I'm focusing on anyway, so let's just go to the laboratory. Yeah, let's just move on to the next level. We don't care about part times right now. For the record, I have managed to beat the first level of this game in less than 30 seconds before. I think my best time so far, like my personal best time on the first level, is only 27 seconds. I should have recorded a demo of that run, actually, but it didn't come to mind at the time. There we go. Gotta go into the storage area to find, I think there's a cup of water here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Oh yeah, by the way, what I also find kind of charming is that the water is not in like a little bottle of water. No, it's in a chemical beaker. Yeah, and it has H2O scribbled on the side. It's kinda nice. You know, that's what gives this game its charm. It's fun for the whole family. Anyway, here's another new weapon. This is a spork. If you're wondering what the chainsaw from Doom was converted into, it was converted into this abomination. Yeah, you know, just rip and tear through enemies with an electric spork. You know, if there's at least one positive thing that I can say about this game, it at least has a sense of humor. It knows that it's essentially a ripoff of Doom, and it plays with it in a lot of genuinely funny ways, so it's great. I still like it. Actually, can I open this up at all? No? Oh no, it just looked a little suspicious because there was slime all over it. Yeah, so that is one of the secrets in this level in particular. Yeah, that bookshelf right there, it's actually a door. So I'm assuming we're inside a school of some sort now, because you even have lockers right here. Yeah, got chemical beakers, and these ones in particular are filled with some sort of substance that I don't recognize. I'm assuming that blue liquid that's being boiled over there is probably water. Yeah, you know, just synthesizing water. Nothing harmful. Nothing suspicious whatsoever. I'm not entirely sure what this switch does in particular, but it unlocks something. I think it actually unlocks a door somewhere in this laboratory. Yeah, and I think it's that door, just directly ahead of us. Yeah, let's just tear through some more enemies with this, the chainsaw spork, as I like to call it. There we go. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Rip and tear. Oh my god, please. Rip and tear, boys and girls. There we go. Get some more slime repellent. Because amazingly, it does still work, even if you have more than 100 health. Yeah, and it doesn't tick down either, like in some other games. You actually get to keep that health. you get to keep it above 100%. That's fine and all, but we have to try and find our way through this laboratory. We can't open up this door because it needs a blue key, so we're gonna open up this one instead. We're gonna kill that guy right over there. Here we go, just conducting some science experiments. Just end him immediately. I want to go and pick that up. Actually, there's even more ammunition around the side. Open up this door over here with another Flemoid that we can take out. Oh my god, the desks are actually getting in the way here. Very nice indeed, more ammunition. You cannot open up this door, even though it looks like it could potentially be a secret, but it's not. You just have to ignore it altogether. So there is a dark area down over there. However, we can actually travel inside this vent, which leads to another secret. Indeed, a teleporter, which will just take us back to our starting point. Not particularly useful just yet, because we still haven't acquired the blue key, so let's go and do that quickly. Excuse me. I don't understand how that did not work. It kind of seems like you just became invulnerable to that. Yeah, we want to go down this way. Okay, for whatever reason, I thought there was some guy standing in front of me, even though there wasn't. I think I'm actually, like, losing my mind now. My god, man, this is just like a silly little game meant for children, and it's actually somehow putting me on edge. I don't understand it. I don't understand it one bit. Here, get all these Flemoids out of the picture. I want to try and use some other weapons in the game, though, because I don't want to just stick to the phasing Zorcher right here, even though it is pretty much my most favorite weapon in the whole game, and it gives you so much ammunition that you can pretty much spam it over and over. But I want to try and get some variety in. Like, for instance, I would like to actually try and maybe use the rocket launcher for now, or this game's equivalent of a rocket launcher. So I have to be careful, though, because I can still end up killing myself with it. I do want to go all the way back over here now because of the fact that we have a blue key. No one here that we need to kill. This vent also hides some more Chex armor that we cannot pick up because it's just normal Chex armor. It's also a secret, though. Open up this door. Open up another door. Okay, we can use it here, though. There we go. 2 and 3. Nice. Yeah, I like this one in particular because not only does it do splash damage, but it also kills everything it touches pretty much instantly, including yourself, though. That's the dangerous part about it. Oh god, wait. Time it. Oh, wow, okay, they can actually take more than one. They can take more than one up the butt. Okay, well, that one couldn't for some reason. Yeah, you know what? I think this is a little bit too risky to continuously use this over and over. Okay, we do have the large Zorcher now, though. This is effectively what the shotgun has been converted into. Yeah, so now we essentially have a shotgun, and we can use that to, yeah, destroy multiple Flemoids at a single time. We can just line them up, and, yeah, we can get, like, double kills. We can essentially get double kills with it. Maybe some triple kills if we're lucky enough. I want to get that slime repellent. There's only one other item here that we are missing. There are some more Flemoids around the side right here. Yeah, these guys usually take 2 hits to kill, even with the large Zorcher. Yeah, the UFO-like Flemoids are the ones that are generally the most difficult to kill. Not these guys, though. The ones that fire actual projectiles. They generally take the same amount of hits to kill, roughly. There we go. Even more ammunition. Unfortunately, though, it's not ammunition for the large Zorcher. But we have so much already that it likely won't be an issue for some time. There we go. Open up this door. There's going to be more Flemoids in here somewhere. There's a nice dark area. We got some more ammo pickups in the corner over here. This one I actually can't pick up at all. Yeah, so these ones we're going to have to take out here. I probably could have used my, my las device on these guys right here to just take them all out instantly. Gotta walk this little tightrope. Or, I'm sorry, run across it. Just like a badass would. We go into this room over here, and, well, there's a dark area right here, but it's not hiding any secrets. This guy's not even looking at us. He's just staring aimlessly at a door. One has to wonder what exactly he's doing. He's just admiring the door. He just thinks that door is quite a spectacle to behold. Anyway, junction right here. This door right over here is not important just yet, but it will be in just a minute, because now we have the yellow key, and now all of a sudden, this door over here is important, because it allows us to just get back to the previous area a lot quicker. Wait, what did I pick up? Oh, I must have actually picked up the ammunition now, because I used it. Oh yeah, I can actually pick it up now, I guess because I was using my, my large Zorcher ammo. Okay, fair enough then. So now what we have to do is that we have to literally just run all the way back to that other area. Yeah, we have to jump through this teleporter, to go all the way back over here, open up this blue door, yeah, and now we have to go to the yellow area. This will take us to, well, a brand new area, but first we have to traverse some more hallways with no enemies in it. Yeah, and here we have some enemies. There we go, that double kill. Indeed, you can take out 2 Flemoids at a time with this large Zorcher right here. It's honestly a pretty useful weapon. You know, it has value. Again, it is basically the shotgun from Doom, so it has roughly the same functionality. Okay, I'm gonna do something here. Go away! Oh, look at that! My goodness, so many people died immediately. Okay, I was kind of worried that that was gonna end up killing me, but yeah. So, that was an example of the last device, killing literally everything in its path. Yeah, this room in particular is very good to use that on, due to the fact that, yeah, there's so many enemies huddled in just a single area. Yeah, that computer map right there, I'm not entirely sure what that's useful for. I'm not sure if that's useful for filling in the auto map or not. I'm not entirely sure, but it is perched up on a pedestal made of slime, and if you stand on that pedestal, you will get hurt by it because it is slime. But thankfully though, we do have all the items, and I mean, that's what we are trying to do. I am kind of trying to go for 100% to be honest, even though I did say I didn't care about the kills earlier. But this is a fairly easy game to 100% because I mean, due to the fact that this game was designed primarily for younger audiences, it's a lot more straightforward than some of the other id Tech 1 family of games like Doom or Heretic or Hexen or even Strife, because Strife is arguably the most complicated out of them all. But this one is actually pretty straightforward. And due to the fact that the game is so short, it's actually quite easy to beat this game on literally any difficulty. You know, this is the kind of game that I think you would make your kids play. Like, if you wanted to introduce them to, like, a retro-style FPS game, like, if you want to teach them about what made classic games like Doom so great to play, but you're not willing to, you know, expose them to all the violence and goriness that the original Doom is infamous for, I would say that Chex Quest is probably a good place to start them off. Chex Quest definitely feels a lot more like The Adventures of Square, in the sense that it has a very similar tone as that game, because The Adventures of Square was kind of meant to be more like a kid-friendly Doom, to some degree, but The Adventures of Square in particular kind of felt a lot more like an Adult Swim cartoon, in the sense that, yeah, it looked very nice and vibrant and playful and all that jazz, but, I don't know, there kind of was some adult themes in The Adventures of Square. I mean, the fact that, the fact that Square, the lead protagonist of that game, smokes a cigar, I mean, that's obviously not family-friendly. You know, and the fact that all of the enemies literally explode into paint when they die, so I mean, it's still kinda gory, but it's like a family-friendly type of gore. Chex Quest doesn't have any of that, though, so it's arguably the most kid-friendly Doom clone I've ever played. Well, not just the most kid-friendly one that I've ever played, but probably the most family-friendly in existence. This literally is Doom for children. I swear to God, why does that keep scaring me over and over? Oh my goodness. Dude, I am being put on edge so badly right now. I do not understand what is happening. Jesus, man, I need to freaking relax for a minute. I also, I did actually kill everyone in the level right here, or I'm sorry, I sent them back to their home dimension, whatever, I don't give a damn at this point. Look, there's slime on the walls, that's clearly blood, deal with it. No, I did actually go past a secret, and I think I remember where exactly it is, so give me a minute. I'm just OCD, I wanna go back and find this secret before I leave. Just give me a minute. Okay, so I think the secret in question was actually back around here. I think this, is it this one? Okay, no, it's actually not that one. I think it's this door right here. Yeah, this is a secret door hiding some weapons, so that's the only other secret that I went past. I forgot that this door was here. You can very easily tell where exactly that secret is if you look at the auto map. Alright, well either way, this level has been 100% completed, so now we can just leave. Alright, let's get out of this crazy place now. Everything's done. Everything is done here in the laboratory. We've eradicated the alien scum. The alien menace. There we go. Yeah, you notice how Chex Warrior here in the background is trying to, like, scoop the slime off of his boots with a spoon? I mean, I definitely like this, this tally screen, because as far as I'm aware, this is the only tally screen that I've played so far of any game that runs on the Doom engine, the original one, that actually has an animated tally screen. Moving on to the next level here, which is the Arboretum. I think that's how you pronounce it. Also, I have actually never heard of that word before until I played this game. Yeah, not only does this game teach you the importance of adding Chex Quest to your diet as part of a balanced breakfast, but it also teaches you new words in the English language that you've probably never heard of before. It's great, man. This game's absolutely fantastic. This is a very long elevator, indeed, but we have to ride up this elevator, though. It's gonna take us to the central, room of the Arboretum. I'm still not sure if I'm even pronouncing that correctly. Indeed, we have some trees right here. There's fruit growing on them. I'm not entirely sure what exactly this has to do with Chex cereal, but I mean, it still looks nice. Looks nice for a Doom level, or for a Doom style level. Also, this guy needs to die immediately. I didn't even, like, attempt to move out of the way of that. Okay, you know what? You know what? Nope. Nope! There we go. Look at that massive splash damage, though. I know I'm kind of wasting my ammo by doing this, but it's just fun to use, okay? It's just fun. It's fun to use absolutely overpowered weapons that you have way too much ammo for. But again, keep in mind, this still uses the phasing ammo, so you're still kind of wasting it. And just like the BFG 9000, it uses 40 ammo with a single shot. So that's another thing you gotta keep in mind. So, there is a door that I unlocked somewhere, but I don't remember which door it is exactly. It might have been this one up here. We can go down this hallway. But first, we're gonna go and find another secret by going through this vent right here. Yeah, and then just dropping down this shaft, and then just venturing all the way down this one. Indeed, we have another secret. This door we can open later on. There is a yellow key that's hiding behind this door in particular. Can't open that just yet, though. Also, we need a blue key to open up that door. But I do know where the blue key is, and it's actually over around this part of the level. I think I want to go all the way around, though. Yeah, because there's more water. There's more water that we can pick up. More ammunition. I don't remember if this is a secret door. Okay, yes, it is a secret door, actually. A secret is revealed with a Zorch pack. We could have also entered that secret room through another vent. Oh, okay, hi guys. Yeah, I keep forgetting that you guys can actually open up doors on your own sometimes. Okay, fine. Let's just go in. I don't feel like wasting, the laser ammo again. Or I don't feel like wasting the phaser ammo by using the las over and over again. Let's just do this the normal way. So there are some items we can pick up. Bunch of H2O over here. More fruit bowls that we also cannot pick up. Not really too much to see in this room, aside from the fact that they're keeping some fruit specimens in here, like vegetable specimens. This one almost appears to be a Venus flytrap, with hands, apparently, which is a little bit disconcerting. And we got some pumpkins that are also, like, sprouting vine legs. Not sure how I feel about that. You can't interact with them at all, though, because if you try to press spacebar on them, nothing happens. I do like how they're essentially floating on the water with a lifesaver. Yeah, just keeping them afloat on a lifesaver. You know, at least they didn't neglect the game in terms of its art direction. I'll at least give it that. Also, am I the only one who finds it kind of strange that the Chex Warrior holds certain weapons in his left hand and others in his right hand? Is that meant to imply he's ambidextrous or something? I literally noticed that, like, just right now, but there's this door that we can open to acquire the blue key. And then there's another Flemoid over here we can kill. Got another secret right here. There we go. Now we have Super Chex armor. And that's all the secrets in the level, actually, so we're already done with that. Now that we have the blue key, we can go all the way down over here and open up this door where we have more Flemoids that we gotta destroy. Up there is another switch that we can press in order to unlock some other door. I don't know if that's the door that opens up the way to the yellow key, though. Or the door that's holding the yellow key hostage. We have to go and rescue it. Yeah, there's just another Zorch pack you can get in that room, along with more Flemoids. But it's not apparently considered to be a secret, though. For one reason or another. I guess because it's just, like, out in plain sight. But real quickly, I want to go... Okay, yeah, so we can go and pick up the yellow key now. So this door is open. Want to go and pick up the yellow key first, because there's another door we have to open that requires the yellow key in this room over here. We go and open this door, and already there's a bunch of enemies waiting for us. We can use I was about to say the BFG, but I meant to say the laser device, but I don't think I'm gonna use it for now. Or should I? Should I, to just get these guys out of the way? Actually, you know what, I think I will. There we go. Okay, that somehow didn't kill the guy in the back. Okay, let me just use the regular Zorcher. Oh, there we go. Just one hit kill. Get out of here. I guess it already did enough damage to him. Okay, kind of starting to run low on ammunition for this phasing Zorcher over here. If we go over here, we can look outside. Indeed, the mountain ranges of Bezoik, which do actually appear on the auto map for some reason, despite the fact that you can't actually access that area, unless you use no-clip, of course. Also, what I find kind of strange is that you can actually fire bullets through the windows, and actually the enemies can do this as well, and you can very easily see this in the Arboretum level. You'll notice up there that there are some windows on the top floor of the Arboretum. Well, the enemies down over here on this floor, they can actually fire bullets through those windows windows, and they can hit you through the windows. It's actually stupid. Like, I'm not entirely sure why the game allows them to do that. I guess the windows are just not programmed to absorb bullets for whatever reason, despite the fact that you can't jump through the windows. Either way, we've got the yellow key right over here, so now we are gonna enter a giant hedge maze. Yes, because that's always fun and good. Mazes in my Doom game? Not entirely sure how I feel about that. I want to go and pick up that supercharged breakfast though, because that's the last item we need, so now all we need to focus on are killing the remainder of the enemies. There is one over here. We can get past these little trees right over here. Indeed, there's actually another one. There we are. Yeah, so this is basically one gigantic maze, and for whatever reason, this is not mapped on the auto map, because I guess that would be a little bit too easy, because then you'd be able to very easily find your way through the maze. I guess it makes sense in that regard, but still, it's just kind of weird how it almost seems like you're out of bounds in this area, when that's actually far from the truth. I think we need to try and go over this way, if I'm not mistaken. Well, actually, what's down over here? Oh god, I don't think there's anything down over here. Yeah, it is kind of easy to get lost in this maze, admittedly. I still can't fully remember how exactly I got through it myself. Oh, actually, we did get through the maze, because that's the exit right over there, but I can't help but feel like I'm going past a certain enemy here. Oh yeah, I definitely went past an enemy. There's one hiding over here. Hang on a second. Where in the world are you going? Get back over here. There you go. Now that he's accepted his fate, we can go into... Wait. No, we're not Excuse me? Wait a second. Well, I thought we were at the end of the maze, but as it turns out, I literally just backtracked all the way to the start. Okay, well, I'm officially mad now. Oh, and actually, here's another enemy that we forgot to take out all the way over here. Okay, there's a Zorch pack. Yeah, another fruit bowl that I can't pick up because I'm already at, like, way too much health. Or I'm sorry, I have way too much health. Whatever. I just wanna get the heck out of here. Okay, wait. I found it. I found the actual exit. Yes, I forgot that the exit to the maze is supposed to look like this door right here. For whatever reason, I thought the entrance looked like the exit. Okay, yeah. Dark room right here. I already know there's an enemy there, so you can't possibly scare me twice. There are 2 more enemies. There. So that's the end. That's the end of this level. 100%ed. There's no way to illuminate this room any further than this, by the way. There's nothing else hiding in this room, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just get out, please. Good God. Alright, well, 100%, 100%, and 100% again. Alright, nice indeed. So, now that I'm done embarrassing myself with that, let's finally go to the very last level of Chex Quest, or at least the first Chex Quest game. This is the Caverns of Zorch. Indeed, this is the very final level of the game. This is where the final boss lies, and honestly, he's not that much of a final boss. I want to go in here first, due to the fact that there is actually a secret in here. Another spork, which I already have. Right, so you got a giant waterfall of slime all the way over there, and we are gonna have to go inside the room where that waterfall is leading into. For now, though, we just want to go and kill some more Flemoids for the time being. Yeah, there's also some bats here as well. Those bats will never attack you, and as far as I'm aware, you can't kill them either. I do believe it is possible to look up and down in Chex Quest, unless that's something that GZ Doom added. But either way, I'm pretty sure you cannot kill those bats. So, let's kill them. I want to go and get that slime repellent. Yes, there's a bit of slime repellent in this puddle of goop right over here. Yeah, there's a bunch of other Flemoids down over there. Yeah, that's where the waterfall is leading into. And we do need to go down over there later, because the room that leads to the final boss is actually down there in that waterfall. As I mentioned before, though, we can go and pick up an item later on that will make us immune to the slime. For now, I would like to go up here in the meantime. There's gonna be a bunch of Flemoids that appear here somewhere. Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think this room actually leads to, oh yes, I need a blue key in order to access this door, so we can't actually go here just yet. Yeah, we have to go over this way, actually. We have to make a slight detour over to, this left side. Gotta go down this left corridor first, actually. There is also a room that's just going to spit out Flemoids. Yeah, this room right over here, which we can actually fire into. We can kill some of the remaining Flemoids in this room. For whatever reason, the game does not count this room as a secret, despite the fact that the wall itself is not actually solid. You can indeed go into that room, and it basically acts as a spawn point for the Flemoids. That's not too bad, though. Not too bad right now, at least. Yeah, see, there's more Flemoids that are coming out of this room. I can just launch stuff into this room just to see if it kills anything. Actually, I think they're already dead already. Yeah, okay. Already dead already. My god, I just cannot help myself with my redundancies, can I? For whatever reason, you have this wall right here that's kind of just glowing. but you can't destroy it. And if you look at the auto map, you'll see that there's actually nothing behind it whatsoever, so I don't fully understand why this is like the only part of the cave that's like glowing for whatever reason. Yeah, just emitting its own light. You would think that there might be some sort of secret hidden behind it, but no, it's just a solid wall. Just a standard old solid wall that just happens to have an animated texture plastered across it. So this is the room right here where we're going to be able to pick up the yellow key. I have to be very careful here because I have to go along this narrow passageway. I gotta avoid falling. Okay, very good indeed. Yeah, these guys aren't even gonna, like, move towards me at all, because they're kind of just guarding the key right here. Indeed, they're playing it cautious as well. However, I would actually like to go down over here, because not only due to the fact that there's more enemies we gotta kill, obviously, there is also a teleporter that I think will lead us up back to the top floor, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, this is actually a two-sided teleporter right here. Okay, so one side does take us back up to the top level, but I think we want to go on the left side, because that'll take us somewhere else. Yeah, it takes us into whatever the heck this corridor is meant to be. Good god, these guys are like hyper, for goodness sakes. They're just like moving around all over the place. Okay, yeah, this room leads us to the blue key along with some regular armor, which means we can't actually pick it up. Okay, but now that we have the blue key and the yellow key, we can finally go back over here. We got even more Flemoids that we have to kill. Good lord, man, where are these guys all coming from? I mean, I certainly have an idea. Yeah, that's kind of the thing about this game. If you just leave the Flemoids alone, they'll kind of just wander off on their own after a little while. For the time being, though, I think I would like to go back up here, because there was a door that I needed the blue key in order to, even open. Indeed, let's finally open this damn door. What lies beyond it? Well, there is actually a door down here that requires a yellow key, but first I'm gonna kill these guys first. Good god, can I just, like, can I have just one video where I'm just not sounding like a broken record? Whatever, these guys are dead. I got more ammunition for this, actually. Very nice indeed. Are there more guys around the side? I don't know, but either way, yeah, yellow key card, or just a yellow key, because it leads to the red key, that's why. I can't pick this up because I already have too much ammo. I'm not even using, like, the rapid zorcher at all. To be honest, I haven't really felt the need to use it, at least at the moment. So now that we have the red key, we can finally go back over this way, and we can open up the door all the way down here, which I will try to do right now, actually, but I need to make it quick and snappy, because I gotta go into here. I want to go and pick this up. Yeah, the slime-proof suit, which will make me impervious to slime. But then I want to continue going all the way down over here, because this is the door that requires the red key to open, leads to a teleporter that unfortunately does not have a way for us to actually go back. Unless, okay, that's not a secret door. Although maybe we'll find some way to get back, possibly. I don't know, let's just go and investigate here. In all honesty, I don't really remember the layout of this level all too well. Yeah, there's a Zorch pack that we can go and pick up over there, though. Yeah, so we might as well go and pick this up. This slime-proof suit does not last forever, just for the record. And I don't think you can do anything with this little fountain right here either. Can't interact with it at all. Now that we've acquired that, though, I think we can continue going down over this way. And I think this is actually the room that's leading us into the final boss, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not entirely sure what was damaging me there, though. I don't know, there's this little section right here where you kind of just take damage from seemingly nothing. I'm kind of wondering if it might have something to do with that hole in the ceiling. I don't know, I kind of thought at first that the tiny puddles of slime might have been the things that were damaging me, because I was just standing in them without actually moving, but no, I think it's just that random hole in the ceiling. If you stand underneath it, it just causes damage to you over time. It just does, like, poison damage to you for whatever reason. Yeah, I think this is actually leading into the final boss area, so I might not be able to 100% this, because I remember the red key door leading into a secret area, but I think it actually just leads into the same area that going off that ledge where the slime-proof suit was would have led me as well. So in that case, what the hell's the point of the red key door, then? If it literally does take me to the same place. Yeah, this is the waterfall right here. I won't be able to get back, though, if I fall down that. Wait a second, what is this? That's not a secret door? Apparently it's not. Oh, but wait a second. Is this a secret door? Never mind, I guess it's not. Okay, fine, let's just go down this damn waterfall. Alrighty then, well, there's a guy right there that we can kill. Okay, well, welcome to the final boss of Chex Quest, guys. Instead of a bear in a hell, you have that thing. I don't remember what that thing is called, though. Okay, fine, I guess we're using the rapid zorcher now. I mean, I haven't really used this weapon all that much, so I guess it would be good. I guess it would be good. How about I just get some H2O here in the meantime? There we go. Just steal your water. You know, you're trying to get it drinked in order to prepare yourself for combat, to keep yourself hydrated. No, I'm just stealing it and keeping it for myself. There are a bunch of secret doors in this area, though, that we can go and pick up items from. This is where the majority of the items in this level are located. They're located behind these secret doors. I'm gonna go and kill him in just a minute. It's actually quite easy to avoid all of his bullets, because most of the time he doesn't even try to attack you. Like, look at this, he's just kind of staring at me. Yeah, if I start getting close to him, then he starts launching stuff at me. So, the secret doors in this level are the ones with the lights on them. So these are the ones that you have to go and open up in order to pick up all the items. Can't pick up the large zorcher because I already have too much ammo. Actually, I do still have rockets, don't I? Yeah, I actually do. Okay, I think I can just use that on him instead. Yeah, in case it didn't already occur to you, that guy over there is the final boss. There's this other door that I can open up right here. Indeed, it does have enemies behind it, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, it would definitely be useful to go and pick up the slime repellent anyway, just to give us more armor. That's all fine and good. This other door I want to open up as well, because there's... Oh my god, there's so much water in here, actually. There we go, 53 out of 61. Yeah, hi, how are you doing? Oh, good god. Okay, I better run away here. Yeah, I think he also has this thing where he sometimes fires, much more powerful bullets occasionally. Like, he does have his normal bullets that he fires from time to time, but he also occasionally fires a much more powerful bullet that can deal more damage to you. That may or may not be the same type of behavior that the Baron of Hell had, but hang on a second. I don't think there's actually anything else I can find here. I'm not even sure where the other secrets were, so let's just hold this down, occasionally move out of the way, and he's already dead, actually. Oh yeah, by the way, I just killed the innocent colonists by riddling them with bullets. Yeah, sure. Yeah, there were only 2 other enemies that I missed, but I'm not entirely sure where they were. Not entirely sure where all the other secrets were, either. But as soon as we step into this room right over here, that's it. The game just ends after that. After sending the monstrous Flembrain back to his own dimension... Okay, the Flembrain, that's what his name was. Yeah, sending him back to his own dimension, you free the captives. Yet, Flemoids are everywhere. You and the captives make a break for your spaceship. The Flemoids slime your ship, but you narrowly escape into orbit. During the return, you are congratulated for the daring rescue, but you issue a warning. We haven't seen the last of the Flemoids. Unfortunately, you are correct, because there's 2 more games in this series. For as you return home, you find that the Flemoids have somehow followed you here. Prepare for Chex Quest 2, Terror in Chex City. Press spacebar one last time, the mission continues. www.chexquest.org. By the way, that website down there, it does actually still work even to this day, but I think it just redirects you to the official Chex website. So I mean, the website itself doesn't exist anymore, but the link itself still works. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of Chex Quest. That is the entire game. So that was the majority of the levels 100%ed, at least the first 4, because I actually can't figure out where the other 3 secrets in the final level are, and the other 2 enemies as well. They're definitely much more well hidden than they are in the previous 4 levels, so I'll have to go back and find them for myself. In my own time anyway, because I don't feel like going back and finding them now. But either way, I still hope you guys enjoyed this very brief playthrough of a very peculiar relic of the past. It's definitely one of the better Adver games I've played. I mean, Pepsi Man was still fun and all, but I always felt like that game was kind of unfair, just how it constantly throws obstacles in your way that you're somehow meant to just avoid as soon as you see them, but you really can't, given how fast it actually throws said obstacles your way. I always felt like Pepsi Man had a very steep difficulty curve in that regard. Chex Quest is definitely a lot easier to play, because it plays a lot more like Doom. You know, it just gives you a few enemy types to work with, and I mean in this game in particular, there's only like 4 enemy types, including the final boss. You know, as with every game that runs on the Doom engine, it likes to keep things simple. Here's your weapons, here's some of the enemies you'll be encountering throughout the game, now just go absolutely berserk with them. Although admittedly, it doesn't feel as refined as Doom. A lot of the levels in Chex Quest definitely feel very simplistic, and they're not really anything too special. Again, Chex Quest was designed primarily for younger audiences, so I don't really blame the developers for developing what is effectively a very very easy, family-friendly version of Doom that pretty much has all references to gore or violence removed entirely. I mean, I can't really blame them there. They had to make the game more marketable in some way. This is a cereal brand we're talking about here. I think the only real complaints I have about this game is that the levels feel a little bit too simplistic, like they're a bit too easy to traverse, because it also feels like the levels are very small compared to Doom, and the secrets are not really that difficult to find. It almost kind of seems like some of them are just out in the open. There aren't that many enemy types either, there's only 4 of them. I do like the variety in weapons at the very least, but to be honest, it kind of feels like it gives you so much ammunition for the phasing Zorcher in particular that why would you ever use any other weapon? I mean, the large Zorcher is pretty much useless, because the game never really gives you a reason to use it in the first place, nor does it give you any real reason to use the regular Zorcher. The Spork is still kind of a fun weapon to use just for its novelty, but again, there is no real reason to ever use that either. But everything else about the game is pretty spot on, I would say. The art style is actually pretty good. It does kind of remind me of Adventures of Square to some degree. Sound design is pretty good, sprite design is pretty great as well. My only real gripe with this game is that it's just too easy, even on the harder difficulties. I even tried playing this game on Super Slimy, but even then it still kind of felt like a breeze, especially given the fact that it gives you more ammo on the hardest difficulty than it does on any other difficulty except for the easiest. I also learned that the Flemoids don't actually move 300% faster on the hardest difficulty, unlike they do in Doom. Apparently that mechanic was removed entirely from Chex Quest. Either way though, this game is still an interesting little curiosity. I mean, much like Doom and its spiritual successors, Chex Quest is regarded by some people as being a pioneer in certain fields of the video game industry. It was one of the first, if not the first example of an officially licensed Doom conversion to feature product placement, and Chex Quest is also well known for being the very first video game to be included as a prize inside a cereal box. So I guess you could say that Digital Cafe and General Mills were trailblazers in that regard. But if you're one of the more hardcore Doom fans, I'm not sure if I would recommend this game, honestly. Chex Quest as a whole really does not feel like anything to write home about. While I do enjoy the variety in weapons, the game itself just, it really does feel like it was designed for a much younger audience, and it doesn't feel challenging in the slightest. If you're a seasoned Doom veteran, then you're probably not going to be getting hit a whole lot in this game, if at all, especially given the fact that most of the enemies in this game are melee-only enemies, and there are very few enemies in this game that actually fire projectiles at you. As a matter of fact, there's only 2 of those enemies, and one of the enemies you don't even see until the very last level. Not only that, but they only appear in the very last room of the very last level, and there's only one of them in existence in the whole game. Like I said earlier in the video, this would still be a great game to introduce to your children if you want to teach them what exactly made games like Doom and other first-person shooters like it so great in the first place, and why they're so highly regarded in most video game communities. You know, if you don't feel like introducing them to all the over-the-top violence that those games are also known for. Again, this would be a perfect place to start, but if you're someone who's older, like an adult, and who has grown up with the Doom games or any of its, like, spiritual successors, like Heretic or Hexen, I would probably recommend avoiding this one, honestly. At least avoid the first Chex Quest game, because it just doesn't feel as refined as Doom or any of its cousins, for that matter. I don't know about Chex Quest 2 or 3, though, because I have never played them before, so I would have to go and play those off-screen first, and they might be a bit more challenging. I've heard that Chex Quest 3 is supposed to be the most difficult game in the series, but that's not really saying much because I still heard that it's fairly easy for a Doom clone. So I mean, if you want to make things challenging for yourself, definitely try playing the game on Super Slimy mode, and maybe try playing Chex Quest 3 in particular on Super Slimy mode to give yourself the highest possible challenge. I don't even remember if that's what it was called. Okay, yeah, it was called Super Slimy. Oh, by the way, the chase cam cheat does actually work if you're playing the GZ Doom version of this game, so there we go. Chex Warrior's just kind of running around. Yeah, he also slides around on the ground when you're just firing in random directions. Yep, just slides all over the ground right here. Friction be damned. Yeah, see, the only thing that's kind of unfortunate about the chase cam cheat is that you can never view the sprites in the front. They always have their back facing towards the camera, although there is this one thing that you can do, actually, if I go into the options right here. Yeah, the player setup. Yeah, then you can view the front sprite, but you can also see the back sprite too by pressing spacebar. Also, you can actually change his color here too. GZ Doom does allow you to do that, so if you want to play as a red Chex Warrior, yeah, you absolutely can. You can change the color of his outfit. Again, this is only something you can do on GZ Doom, though, as far as I'm aware. Oh yeah, also strafing if you're right-clicking and holding down and moving the mouse around. There we go. Oh yes, that good Nintendo 64 quality with that trilinear filtering on the freaking sprites. Just go and stab my spaceship in the ass with my electric spoon here. Probably can't do anything with this flag, can I? No, I can't. Yeah, I have nothing more to say regarding Chex Quest, though, guys. That's pretty much it. This game is just weird. Its mere existence is just a complete anomaly. But if you want to experience this game for yourself, experience an ancient adver game from a bygone era, then you can actually download this and play it for yourself. The game was re-released recently by General Mills, of course. However, Charles Jacoby, who I mentioned before was the lead artist of Chex Quest, he also has his own website where he's hosting all 3 Chex Quest games. There's a WAD file that you can download from his website, which includes all 3 Chex Quest games. They are available completely free of charge, because the original Chex Quest was also released for free as well. All you had to do was just buy a box of Chex cereal. The game itself was provided free of charge, though. I do need to note, though, that the WAD that's provided on Charles Jacoby's website, that WAD comes with Zed Doom installed, like a very old and outdated version of Zed Doom. I would recommend running the game on GZ Doom instead, because when I tried running this game on the version of Zed Doom that the WAD comes with, it kind of causes my GPU to just explode. So for the best optimization, like in terms of performance, I would recommend just playing it on the most recent version of GZ Doom. So I would recommend downloading that and then running Chex Quest 3 through GZ Doom instead. So definitely give the game a shot if you're curious about it, but I would still rather play Heretic over this any day. Besides, I've always been more partial to Cheerios myself, but that's just my personal preference. Anyway, if you want to download this game, the link's in the description, guys. Thanks as always for watching. I'll see you in the next video I make. Later!